Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the O.co Coliseum in Oakland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Mariners and the A's. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this AL West matchup. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. To me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robbie Cano as this game moves along. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
And with that, let's take a look now at how the A's will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, he doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my, can he throw it.
Gene Segura is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
And it's been a good start for the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that. A line shot into right to start things out. Now you have to worry about whether he'll be on the move or not.
Stepping in now, Heredia. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1.
And there you see the numbers from his last start. Boy, you talk about a hard luck loser. Just 1 run allowed, but that was enough to do it. He got the loss.
Ben Gamble gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a line drive, but foul. On the move again from first. Pitch is high. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets the tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
1 out and a runner on second base. Hit hard on the ground to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, you give a good RBI guy a chance in the first inning, chances are he's going to come through. You see here, he delivers a solid base hit, and the throw home's not in time to prevent that first run from scoring.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1-0.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
He's set. Here it comes. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of him.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
Jake Smolinski comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Jake Smolinski.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of... Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, the crowd will get on him here, but leading off the bottom of the first, I don't think there's any intention behind that. You don't want to put your guys in a first-inning hole just to prove a point.
Stepping in, Marcus Semien, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Line toward the gap in left center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And he might have still been charged up from that hit by pitch because this catches a lot of the plate. Now he's in real trouble.
So stepping in, number 23, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
And he lays off for ball 1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
On to first, and they get them both.
Well, they were hoping maybe to get something going here in the first. They get 2 on, nobody out. But then this is a big letdown here as their number 3 hitter comes in and bounces into the double play.
Here's Chris Davis now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Men on third with 2 down. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Number 19 stands in for the first time.
Center fielder, number 19.
Push to the right side, and a base hit here to open up the second. Striding into the box, Kyle Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Well, you don't typically see or hear a lot of complaints about Hendricks' zone, Matt. Pretty fair all the way around.
Oh, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And That's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Standing in now, DJ Peterson, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here it comes on 0-2. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
Lays off 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Still 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Full count, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
To short. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. None left for Seattle. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Matt Olson strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there, and he's out.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Left side. There is Seager. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 7th,
These infielders have been busy
baseman,
early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Jorge Mateo gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Drilled on the ground to short. Segura has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail this one 1-0. Mike Zunino steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base, and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
One away here to begin the third.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Grounded to short. Simeon's there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 5.
Now at the plate, Heredia. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you he wanted that swing back, too. He got a fastball to hit, and it seemed like he put a good swing on it, but he just missed it.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 2-1.
That's a ball. 2-1.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. Three and 2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, but they're up 1-0.
Leading off
the inning, Boog Powell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Number 19 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Bruce Maxwell started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
Jake Smolinski will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And it's quickly 0-2. Grounded to third. Seager has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. It remains 1-0. Ben Gamble is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
left fielder, Ben Gamble.
Smoke toward the hole. Mateo right there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And I'll tell you what, you'd be hard-pressed to find a matchup that would produce differing numbers such as the ones we have here. Robinson Cano stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Baseball fans see Robinson Cano, and they think of his time with the Yankees and the Mariners, but some forget how great he was during the World Baseball Classic in 2013. He hit .469 for the undefeated Dominican team on his way to the tournament MVP award.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Powell on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
2 out, nobody on. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
1-1.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Leading off the inning, Marcus Semien. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first on his way to second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
When you're a hitter, there's only 2 times where you know for sure you've got to hit. One is when you hit one into the seats. It feels so good. And 2 is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for 3?
Matthew Joyce will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. On the ground to third. And reined in, 1 away.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Chris Davis is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Ground ball left side. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Matt Olson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, you shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. But fortunately here, no advance. Swing, strike 2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Gamble giving chase, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Number 19 steps in now.
Hitting off for Seattle.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Number 15.
At the plate, Kyle Seager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
Well, when you plug Kyle Seager into your lineup, you can pretty much pencil in 20 home runs plus and anywhere from 70 to 100 RBIs, and that's a very productive hitter.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. DJ Peterson will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
DJ Peterson.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1.
Outside.
All
That's
the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Mike Zunino would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit hard to the right. Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is Davis. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. Hopefully he can get that ball back soon so it can go in his trophy room.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Chapman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 for the Mariners, and it comes on this solo home run. Middle of the night at the Coliseum. It's now 2-0 Seattle. Matt Chapman will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Jorge Mateo stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Out in front of it, strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Tap foul at home plate. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Boog Powell is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gamble sprinting after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a looper to left. Gamble will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The catcher,
Bruce
number 13,
Maxwell stands in.
Bruce
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First delivery to him on the way. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Gene Segura will get things going here in the Mariners 6th as he'll step in to lead off the inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1.
One strike.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
And there's out number 1.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Heredia will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Ben Gamble will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're up 2-0. Jake Smolinski will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the sixth. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Marcus Semien will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Matthew Joyce stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail things here 2-0. Robinson Cano will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
The 0-2 delivery. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. Guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Nelson Cruz comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1-2, here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Well, there's a look at his pitches by inning, and as you can see, he's hit 85 for the game now, so you have to think they're watching him pretty closely in that dugout.
Number 19 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. In there, no balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. That misses. 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce that thing rather than leave it up. Even though that's high, it's a dangerous spot to miss.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Chris Davis will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ripped down the line. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time.
Wow, made it look easy. Well, I'll tell you, it has been like this all night long. The defense has just been airtight, and here's another super play to take away a hit.
First pitch on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Oh, nice recovery, though.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Matt Chapman will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First offering on its way. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, look at Seager. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More from the East Bay right after this. Leading off the inning, Kyle Seager, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Eighth inning underway here with a curveball that's taken for a ball. 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Chapman backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. DJ Peterson will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Mike Zunino will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, a lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. Smolinski is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Mariners as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Jorge Mateo digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Oh, and he couldn't help himself there as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's back to 2-1 now.
You got to be a little more restrained here leading off an inning. That's a big run if you can get on base, and you don't want to give away an opportunity by chasing bad pitches.
Trying to bunt his way aboard to no avail. It's 2-2. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Boog Powell will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ryan Healy will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25, Ryan Healy.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as he'll just hang on to it. The 0-1 on its way. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Number 19 is there, and he has it for the out.
And that was a type of swing where you could tell he's trying to hit one out of the yard and tie up this ball game. The problem, though, this isn't the kind of park that's going to yield a lot of home runs.
Into the box, Bruce Maxwell. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is the center fielder, and he makes the catch for the second out.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Jake Smolinski will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. A look there at the Bay Bridge from the East Bay side, where we are for this one from the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Ryan Healy will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field.
Striding in to start the 9th, Gene Segura, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hanna is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Now playing right field, number 20, Mark Hanna.
Chris Hatcher come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
And they'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing at that point.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And he fights this one off to stay alive.
That's a foul.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one down the third baseline. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, number
Heredia
5.
digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Ben Gamble strides in, grounded out his last time through. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Maxwell is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Nothing. Marcus Semien will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Chopped weakly to the left. To his right, Seager, and he's retired 1 away.
Up next for Oakland, designated hitter.
These guys continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Matthew Joyce will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
You know, he pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Edwin Diaz is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Chris Davis will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. swung on and chopped to third. Seager with the bare hand. He is out.
No way. That was awesome. And, you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy. We forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that'll do it as he puts the squeeze on that one. And with a whimper there, that will be the final out of the ball game.
And by closing this one out, that's career save number 100 for him. So congratulations on a job well done.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, they tried to let him finish off the complete game, but he wound up needing a little help to get the final 2 outs. Still, 8 1/3 quality innings. You'll take that every time.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 2-0. Good night from Oakland.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 6 hits.